Hi, Emergence.
Hello.
So, Allison, you looked very comfortable holding a gun. Was that because of Fargo? You're training from Fargo?
It is.
Yeah.
I think it's from Fargo. Yeah, when we started, when I had to do weapons training for Emergence, I was like, guys, it's cool. I've done this before.
So good.
I'm really good at this.
They gave you the gun.
Yeah. No, but then actually, I get our trainer who was on set, our armorer, was like, actually, this is now everyone holds guns differently now, and there's different protocol. And I was like, well, then I need you to teach me things. So it was a little bit different. I guess it's changed in the past 5 years.
Well done.
Thanks. I faked it. That part was faking it.
For the producers, so much of the show is dependent on casting, particularly the role of Piper. Can you talk to me about that process and how exhausting it was, or did you know that Alexa was it?
Alexa, you were one of the first people that we saw, and we knew
saw
that.
her tape.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Because you were in. She lives on the East Coast, and we were casting on the West Coast, and we saw a tape of her, and that's the hard role to cast because there's so few kids who can actually do what both of these guys can do, and they really hate each other. They don't like
Get along, not fight.
That won't last.
I know. Don't say that.
Oh, that's so dark. That was dark.
I hope we last that long on series, so it doesn't. So that is true. I hope you're right.
No, so we were really happy to see her early on, and no, I feel very lucky with both of these guys.
We've seen shows, particularly like last season, there were a couple shows like The Passage and The Gifted about kids with extraordinary powers or special abilities. What do you think sets this show apart from other shows like this?
Well, this cast.
Fabulous cast.
Yeah, we'll start with
It's also it's family based also. Around all of this chaos that's going on, it's really about this unit of people that have come together to figure out who this little girl is.
Yeah, and I think in part the answer is what sets us apart. I'm not going to tell you the answer, but that does kind of set us apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have so many
And we're not going to keep it a secret for a long time.
How long will you keep it?
There's a great payoff. I think that some of these mystery shows suffer from trying to stretch things out far too long. But, we've been surprised as a cast as we've been reading these scripts, just how quickly information comes, information about Piper, information and revelations for all of us. And that's very satisfying. And I think, like Donald says, we've got a show that functions on a number of levels. We've got a great family drama at the core, but we've got those genre mystery elements. Hopefully it's going to give it a really, really broad appeal. I know it will.
Within the first half of the first season, within the first half of the first season, we're going to answer a big question about Piper.
Yeah.
But that's not even. That's just a part of.
Once we answer that question, we're gonna answer all the others, aren't we? Because we have to answer that question to be able
We
to.
pitched like a good 3 seasons worth of here's where we know where it's gonna go.
Yeah. And I love genre stuff. I love horror stuff. I love sci-fi films, and I love stories that paint an entire new world and it's in the future and this is what the life is like, etc. But I also really like things where it's actually just our world. It's normal. It's a small story with one little element that's kind of setting things off kilter. And I think that this show really embraces that.
Yeah, it's extraordinary things happening to ordinary people.
Right.
Hopefully that relatable sort of stuff will mark us apart for sure.
Yeah.
In terms of answering questions sooner rather than later, are there cautionary tales out there? Other shows that have maybe stretched things out too much that you're like, well, we don't want to do that, or ABC was like, we want quick answers because of this show or this happened.
We've been really lucky that we haven't been getting dictates from the network about how quick or how slow to bring out the material, but for us it was more about making sure we are satisfying ourselves. In the sense of it, I get
frustrated when you're like, I feel like they don't know the answer, or they've changed the answer.
Definitely.
And so that's I think we pitched it saying we're not going to stretch this out and bore people.
Exactly. The pace that we're on with each script really, I think, gives the cast confidence that they know exactly what they're doing.
Right.
They have the answers, and so they can really precisely pace things out.
And after that, if we do blurt it out, it'll be after they tell something, so that we won't get into so much trouble.
They're doing it so we can avoid spoilers.
There's no blurting.
Because none of us are to be trusted with
They're going
truth.
fast. So we really want to tell everything that's going on.
Like, I know that I read the script, and I just want to tell everybody, but I guess we can't.
You can tell me after. Give me my email. This is great.
He won't tell anyone. He won't tell anyone.
No, I don't.
Definitely
I'm not.
All off the
He'll just tell the whole entire the majority of people that watch that.
And all of his followers.
TVLine.
Yeah.
How are you handling the workload? Because in our drama series, there are adult actors who complain about it.
None in this room, obviously.
No, all professionals here.
Wait for it.
It's a lot of work. I have two coaches, my mom and one of her best friends, and they really help me. But I know that the second I get on that plane coming home, I'm going to work like crazy. Yeah. So it's going to be basically the second I come home from camp, I'm going to be working really hard on the next day, or even that day if it's a day that I work in later. It's going to be basically every single second I can put into this, I am going to be putting into this, because it is not an easy thing to do. They've given me something that I'm excited to do, and it's going to be super fun.
For me, though, I kind of like being busy, like having school and then
Definitely.
acting as well. Like, I like feeling motivated, and it kind of makes me, I don't know, it makes me feel happier, I guess, like doing a lot of things. And I love acting, and I love everybody here, and then schoolwork. On top of it, I know it kind of sounds crazy, you like having a lot of work, but I think it kind of makes me feel good, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely, because no other kid at your school has the workload that you guys have.
It's different, yeah.
I'm going to new school this year,
Okay.
and it's not my favorite school in the world.
Oh boy, here we go. And here we go.
Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Okay.
Who don't you like?
Don't name any names. No one could be watching.
No, it's not the people. It's not the people.
Okay. I'm just advising you.
Oh God. Oh, I just realized that you cannot.
No, it's
Too late. It's too late.
Principal is watching, and you have detention.
It's already in the satellites bouncing off. It's out there.
You have this.
You can abort
You
now.
didn't mean it, right? You didn't mean it.
Just go redacted.
I'm
talking
sure.
about
My sister goes to that school, and she said it's going to be a lot of fun. But it is middle school, so I'm not uber excited.
Yeah. You can't. Yeah. Damage is done. It's okay. So last thing I just want to say, one of the things I loved about the pilot was the showing a divorced couple not fighting and bickering. Like, it felt like a progressive, adult, modern relationship.
And that was really important to us, that we didn't want to see, look, we're a 1-hour drama. Of course, you want to create conflict, but this was a relationship we wanted to show two people trying really hard because they love each other. And they're just
And in part,
trying to figure it out.
I remember Tara's parents split up, and I met them, and it's like, they like each other. They're like each other more than some married couples I know.
And that was one of the things we kind of used as a basis.
Yeah.
I think it's a new normal for a lot of people, you know, and a lot of people who watch the show have been really surprised by how much they're rooting for these guys. And I think that's so lovely that, you've got two people earnestly trying to adult, and do the best for their kids, and then how that dynamic gets shifted by a new addition.
But at the end of the day, it's still a divorce, and we all know what divorce is.
That happened for a reason.
Yeah, there's a reason.
And
that
you can
they're-
still I think it's a very sort of modern, that's a modern divorce. A lot of people are divorced, and they're like, we just aren't meant to be married.
Right. That's just all
Like,
it
we're gonna
is.
be in each other's lives forever. I love you. We have a child together, but I don't want to answer to
Yeah.
you. You don't want to
Don't
answer to me.
Right.
But they do love each other. They have
it's
this family together.
It's because it's new, it's a little messy, and I like kind of staying in that. They don't quite know how to not be married yet, so, and you're sort of trying to
Picking
still
up on that tension.
Yeah.
My prediction.
Oh dear.
It's not over between the two of them. Just putting that out there. I have not seen anything. You did send me an email with some information. But aside from that, just putting that out there, I don't think this is over. All right. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Thank you. Watch Emergence, September 24th, Tuesday, 10 p.m. ABC.
We already talked about it.
Wait.
If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it so they can understand what you're saying. So take your time. Take your time. Oh, no, guys.
Divide and conquer. You gotta take turns.
Okay, I'll do Tuesdays at 10 on ABC.
Okay, and I'll do
Premiering September 24th.
I'll do September 24th on ABC, and you'll do.
No, I kind of want to say ABC though.
Let's say ABC together.
Okay, so I'll say
We can't find it.
Tuesdays, September 24th. Oh no,
Okay.
Tuesdays at 10 p.m.
Starting September 24th
on ABC.
Wait. Before you go, say something about TVLine.
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 Love TVLine.
TVLine's so great.